Welcome back to the road to Colonia with the Rude Man. We're here at Omega Mining. We had a good time here. It was a lot of memories of distant worlds. A lot of the people I met on distant worlds I met here at Omega, and so it was quite the time to come back and reminisce. But it's time to go. So we're going to get the crew ready and we're going to take off. Now, let's take a look at the map though, because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do for certain. I did plot a course just to test out where we were going to go for distances, but I think we're going to head for this nebula, but not straight ahead, I don't think. Let me undo that, and we're going to go back to Omega. I'm testing out distances. If you notice, oh my gosh, that's bright. What I'm looking at here is from Omega. We're looking at our route to Colonia, which is this way. If we turn around the other way, you'll see where we came from. That's the populated bubble. I've got some places that I've been out here, but let's just take a look. We're going to go this way eventually, but that's 6,000 light years away. I'm thinking the next place would be Eagle Landing, but Eagle Landing is kind of way up here. And I'm wondering if I really want to go to Eagle Landing first, or if I should maybe bypass. The next one would be Rohini. Now, Rohini's down way over here, but it is a little bit closer to here, and it's 2,500 light years. The Eagle Nebula is not, I mean, it's kind of nice to look at, but there's really not much there, so it would be a matter of flying there just for the sake of flying there and maybe seeing a site or two. Rohini has got a regular station, so it's a pretty nice pit stop. As you notice here, it's got a small station and a large station. So I'm thinking about just bypassing the Eagle Nebula and heading straight to Rohini, and then from Rohini, let's go back to the map. From Rohini, going to that Sakakawea. That's 6,000 light years from where we're at. But look at the beautiful nebula it's in. Gorgeous nebula. It's 6,000. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm thinking of bypassing Eagle, going to Rohini, and then get straight to Sakakawea. Sakakawea. We used to call it Sacagawea when I was young. But let's do that. Let's bypass Eagle Landing and shorten the trip by one jump. And let's head for Rohini. Okay, so let's take a look, see what we got for jumps. Left panel. Is my crew awake? Open left panel. Somebody was awake. 35 jumps. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. And we'll do the first jump as usual and show the takeoff from the Omega Mining. Wave goodbye. We'll be back again someday. But we're going to do that, and then I will go out again as usual. If I find something interesting, I'll come back and share it with you, and then eventually we'll get to Rohini. Close left panel. Number one.
Yes, sir.
You are awake. Departure handover.
Aye, aye, sir. Departure procedures initiating. Pre-launch diagnostic checks. All systems nominal. Crew, stand by for launch.
Yes, sir. Engines online.
Affirmative. Charging shields.
Helm control.
Yes, sir.
You now have the con. The ship is yours.
Understood. Launching now. Ascending.
Thrusters, now.
Intelligent thrusters engaged. Handoff complete.
Sir, the ship is yours.
All right, Omega. Bye-bye. We will be back someday. And with that, we're off. Full impulse.
Full impulse.
Powered engines.
Max engines.
Boost engines.
Afterburners.
You are clear of the station. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Granuaile seems ready to go. Yeah, she's anxious to get going. She's anxious to get to Colonia. It's kind of lonely out here. We do have friends at Colonia. And we're going to make new friends because that's where she's going to live. Too bad we don't have some people with us. It's a big ship. All right, I guess I have control. Let's see if we can get through this. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Stop engines.
Affirmative. Slowing to a full engine stop.
Engage safety jump.
Jumping.
I want to spool up the drive before I hit full impulse. Full impulse.
Maximum impulse.
Interstellar velocity is now at maximum.
I'm not sure if this is something worth looking at, but I thought I would stop and take a look. Open system map.
Opening map.
Interesting, we did scan this system when we jumped in. There are 2 asteroid belts here. And I'm curious if there's any planets. And there isn't showing. So I'm wondering if maybe this hasn't been scanned and discovered by other people. So we're going to take a quick FSS and see if there are planets here that we're just not seeing. Close the map.
Closing maps.
Stop engines.
All stop.
Okay, so let's take a look. We're only 17% scanned here. So let's see if we can find things that have not been found before. Okay, there are 17 astral bodies here. So this might be a system that's never been scanned. This might be of some value to us. Okay. Class 1 gas giant. There's something over here. Let's see what that is. An icy body. Alright, I don't see anything else here. Well, there is something. What is that? Another icy body, looks like. Lots of icy bodies. Oh, something else over here. Going down the line. We found 10. We got 7 left. I keep crossing my fingers that we'll find an Earth-like world. Now this is interesting. This is a signal. Very interesting. There's signal sources out here. Another icy body. Ah, okay, another gas giant. Another ice body.
System scan.
All right, we got it all scanned. I didn't see any kind of Earth-like world or water world, but hey, we should make a little bit of money on that system. Open system map. Open system map.
Displaying map.
And here's the system that we couldn't see. So, nothing terribly interesting, except for there's a lot of planets here we could land on. This blue barrier around the planets means we can actually land on those. Let's see what we've got.
Here is something for you. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Carl Sagan.
Okay, very little gravity on those planets. And then we've got a couple of gas giants and a pretty good sized icy body. Interesting. Well, I don't think this has been scanned before, so we may be first to scan that and make a little bit of money on that whole system. For those of you that haven't played the game before, what happens now is if that indeed has not been discovered, which it doesn't look like it was, and I'm the first to discover it, I also could be the first to scan those. And what I'd have to do is I'd have to scan every single one of those bodies, which I might do just for the money. It's going to be a boring job, but I may have to do it. What happens, though, is I have to get to the next station where I can sell that information. If there's somebody out here that has scanned it and beats me to a station, they will get credit for it. So We'll see what happens on this. One more jump to Rohini, so we're going to head in. As soon as we get around this star here. I found a couple of systems that had never been discovered before, so we've got a lot of things to turn in for discoveries. And I might have to do that in Rohini because if I wait, somebody else might discover them. The chances aren't very great that there is somebody out there waiting to beat me to a station. But there's no sense of really taking the chance, is there?
Frameshift drive charging.
Engage safety jump.
Preparing for jump.
Drive charging.
Adjusting for jump. Exit protocol.
All righty then.
Scanning area.
Wow. How many stars did we just jump into? Is this a bi-star or a tri-star? Open system map?
Hey, be careful where you're going.
Well, it's a bi-star. And we've already scanned it, pretty sure, because I've been here many times. So we're going to go into Eudaimon Anchorage. Looks like a decent sized station. Take our time getting in there. Stop engines.
All stop.
Wow, I just wanted to kind of stop and take a look at the sights here before we go into the station. This is beautiful, just gorgeous.
You have a new message. Open comm channel. Granuale? Is that you, dear?
Mom? Where are you?
Our cruise ship just landed here at Colonia.
Oh, so soon? How was your trip?
It was fun. After all, it's in the top 1% of all cruise lines. At least that's what your father keeps telling me.
Pa, that sounds like Dad.
Speaking of your father, he would like to say hello.
Hello, honey. How is your journey coming along? And where are you?
Hi, Dad. Miss you. I have just arrived at Rohini. I have been doing some exploring and that has slowed me down a little.
Ah, when do you think you might arrive here in Colonia? We miss you a lot. It seems like ages since we last saw you.
I have been notified that the new fleet carriers are due to arrive in just a week. That has me very motivated to get there sooner. I may have to set aside some of the exploration.
Well then, we will let you get back to your journey. We miss you, and love you, and hope to see you very soon.
I love you too, Dad. I can't wait to see you both again. Tell Mom I love her and we'll see her soon. Bye for now. Close comms.
Closing.
All right, so we can continue back in. That was kind of nice for her to hear from her folks. Trying to figure out how to pronounce that. I think it's like Eudaemon. If you take the EU out, it looks like Damon. So Eudaemon or Anchorage. Interesting. Sometimes you got to wonder about some of the names out here. There's a lot of places that don't have names at all. They just have number designations or cryptic type designations. Isn't that a pretty planet? Looks like Earth. Disengage.
Exiting now.
Boost engines.
Boosting engines.
Full impulse.
Full impulse.
Romeo Alpha. Thank you for choosing our station, Commander. We hope you find everything to your liking.
Number 1, take us in.
Aye, aye, Captain. Requesting docking bay. Helm control.
Yes, sir.
Handing you the car.
Thanks.
1/4 impulse.
Quarter impulse. Engaged.
Landing modules deployed.
Landing thrusters.
Affirmative. Stand by. Preparing to dock. The
You're
Eagle
welcome.
has landed. Handoff complete.
Very good.
Docking complete. Commence power
Captain,
down.
the ship is yours.
Greetings, Commander.
Repairs, fuel, weapons, check. Completed.
Well, we have arrived, so I think what we need to do is sell some data. So let's go back into Starport Enterprises, go into Universal
something for you.
Cartographics.
The saddest aspect of life right now is that science gathers knowledge faster than society gathers wisdom. Isaac Asimov.
Well, let's take a look here and see what we need to sell. I think maybe I'll just sell everything. Let's just start selling. I was going to wait till we got to Colonia to do this, but I've got some systems that we were first discovering, so I want to get credit for that. It's 8 million so far. Another 2 million. There we go. First to discover. Got a bonus of, let's see, 1,871,000. That's a pretty good bonus. That's a very good bonus. Holy smokes. And there's another one. There's another one. Now, the bonus wasn't quite as good for that one, but 278,000? Not bad. So there you go. With that amount that we just sold, that put us up to 54% Pioneer. We're getting closer to Elite. Sweet.